I'm really proud of my journey. I passed through a lot to be here. It's not easy to be an immigrant, but I'm glad that I'm pushing forward.
My parents are immigrants. They're both from Russia. They've come here a really far, long way, and I got to grow up in Brooklyn, and I got to have opportunities because I grew up here in Brooklyn.
This is my home, but this is not always where my family started out. You know, I come from Guyanese immigrants. I dance because it's in my blood.
My name is Laura, and this is my first year dancing with Flight Path.
My name is Gloria, and this is my first year dancing with Flight Path.
My name is Courtney, and this is my first year dancing with Flight Path. I've always been a dreamer, and it's a little scary because the older I get, the more serious it becomes, but I'm willing to take it on.
My biggest dream, it's being this huge, amazing company working with stunning choreographers and with creative minds and tour around the world and share art. But the more I grow, the more I see that creativeness can be everything. I think my biggest dreams are still building in my head.
How I would describe myself as a dancer, I think, is adventurous. I love to try new things and just to do new things all the time.
We tend to control ourselves so much because of the society we are in. In dance, I can be everything without losing my essence, without losing the fact that I'm an immigrant black woman, without losing my origin, that my parents always taught me to never forget about my roots.
And I always love to learn and absorb from the dancers around me. Like simply even being at Flight Path and watching, you know, Gloria and the way she gets down in her plie, or watching Laura and her expressiveness in her dancing. There's so much you can absorb and learn from those around you.
I started off with recreational dance and rhythmic gymnastics.
I came from a heavy ballet background, starting at one of the Russian ballet schools. I joined a competition team, but I found out that's not really what I wanted to do. I really loved contemporary and ballet.
I'm Brazilian, and my country is really rich in culture. There's a lot of folklore dance, but I found myself and my soul in contemporary dance.
And through that, I ended up here at Flight Path. This has been a great home so far, and I'm hoping it will stay that way.
With Flight Path, I've improved a lot, and it's really brought me to the next level.
I decided to go somewhere with more opportunities. I won a scholarship for the Joffrey Ballet School in New York, which is where I found Flight Path.
Flight Path has meant a sense of comfort and a sense of support in a crazy time, even when all of us are being pushed past our limits in the moment. I'm dancing with a group of girls that I have never met in person before.
I've never been in a room with them, and I don't physically know them, but I feel that it was meant to be.
Everybody has such a great energy, like automatically. You can tell that everybody's a great person in that room.
When we work together, we're so supportive of one another, and I think that's what's so amazing.
I knew a girl in my school that also danced with Flight Path. She was like freaking out and like, girl, you have to go in, you have to try, you have to audition because it's life-changing. And then I auditioned, and it was like the best thing I could ever expect. So it became a family, it became a safe place beyond all the craziness. It felt so right.
Keep it contained, so it's moving up. So once you go up, you plie. This is your prep. Okay, let's try that.
Working with Jewel was so much fun. As like the first guest choreographer when I was new, I think it brought a lot of pressure off because it was made for us, which made me feel more comfortable.
With Jewel was incredible. We started to work with him when I was in Mexico trying to come back to New York City, so I was freaking out, and he was definitely a comfort zone for me, that I could just be myself, and that was more than enough.
Both of the choreographers are like absolutely amazing. I was not really exposed to many choreographers when I was younger. They're both so different.
And working with Michael so far has been just an amazing experience. I love that I'm leaving like every class extra sore.
With Michael, it's another feeling. It's like a floating body, like a sack of bones rolling around.
It's interesting, amazing how you can move your body in new ways and like feel these new emotions when you're dancing.
I dance because it inspires me. It inspires me to be better and to grow as a person.
I dance because it's just my favorite thing. You can be whatever you want to be, whenever you want to be, and it's just this amazing feeling of freedom.
I dance because I don't want to be ordinary, and dance makes me feel on the top of the edge every day. Like I have to give my best every day, and for a bigger picture. And this is so important to me. I want to make difference in the world.